Don't text me, don't call me, don't send me an email making a just blatant lowball offer. Didn't even last 24 hours on the website. This watch is now sold. For whatever reason, the client was trying to blame me. You guys will probably never see another one of these on channel. And it's official. Horologyxchange is no longer in New York City. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, first and foremost, I want to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. 2025 started off with a bang. I just uploaded about 13 new products to the website at the beginning of the week, and pretty much by now, I think just about everything has sold. Pretty much nothing I listed lasted 24 hours on the website. So guys, don't forget, follow my Instagram. Follow me on every platform that you possibly could, because a lot of deals and steals always hit Instagram before the website. Now, with that being said, there is some big news. You guys will see it at the end of this video, but for now, let's get on with today's video. So we're starting off with a 16600. This is a Sea Dweller 40mm. I have sold a ton of these, and I always look for them in this condition. So this is the 40mm with that Swiss only dial. Now these were only made from 1999. This is an A serial model, super mint collector set. This was a phenomenal watch. I knew as soon as it was going up, it was going out. And sure enough, that's exactly what it did. And here's also a few pieces that came in. This Breguet, you guys will see it later in the video. Tons of new inventory is coming in weekly. If you have anything for sale, reach right out. Let's see if we can get a deal done. So now we have another order going out, and this is absolutely nuts. You guys probably saw the reel on my Instagram, but this is a lady's masterpiece. Check out this dial because it's absolutely insane. Mother of pearl, big Roman numerals, and some gold design inlays. Solid 18 karat gold. This is a 34mm, but this dial, gold dream dust, whatever, Roman, super sick, super uncommon. You guys will probably never see another one of these on channel. I just don't even know. I got very lucky in sourcing this. Someone I knew had it, and we got the deal done. So this is being shipped off today. Now here's one of those deals that I wish I sold to the public. However, I sold it to another dealer for literally $300 less than what I was asking on the website. And honestly, it's worth it. I mean, this is a complete set, 16622 platinum, full complete collector set like I always like. Box, books, cards, even a service card. I mean, it's just nuts because this is an engraved model, phenomenal watch, one of the best bangs for the buck. I'm a genuine believer on that. Didn't even last 24 hours on the website. This watch is now sold and it's getting shipped out. Inside of this pouch is actually a watch that was sent in. It was sent in by a client. I sold this watch a few weeks ago. And long story short, something happened with the crystal. Now, I knew I just replaced it. I knew it was perfect. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the client was trying to blame me. Almost like this was my fault. And once again, I pretty much told her and tried to reassure her, hey, this is not a big deal. I'm going to cover it. I know I didn't do it. I knew it was something that she did. But once again, me being the person I am, I'm going to take care of it. And that's exactly what I did. Now, I've had people send me watches in absolutely everything. Guys, if you're ever sending a watch in for repair, please package it a little safer, okay? I had to rewrap it here just so I could protect it while transporting. But you know, use common sense and make sure the watch is fully protected. Now, you guys can see the acrylic crystal here. It looks like it's melted, all right? She told me she wiped it down with some makeup remover, said there was no acetone in it, no chemicals. But realistically, it's acrylic, it's plastic. The only way that it starts to melt that top layer is something acidic, all right? Some sort of chemical. But once again, it's not a big deal at all. I'm going to replace it. I just didn't like that it was basically being said that it was my fault, and I sent it like that. Obviously I didn't, so I replaced it with a brand new sapphire crystal, something that she doesn't have to worry about if she wants to wipe it down again. It'll just clean up and you're not going to melt the glass. But now we're going ahead, we're throwing on the correct dies on the crystal rack. We can finally put the watch back in and then press down on the bezel. Now, of course, we want to make sure it's fully seated. We don't want to see a gap between the bezel and the mid case. Otherwise, some water can just sit up there and cause the top of the case to rust. However, it's done. It's back together. Once again, it's perfect. 16013 factory diamond dial and an aftermarket diamond bezel. Now, speaking of aftermarket diamond bezels, here's a monster 4-carat one I just installed for a client. This is a brand new 126334. He wanted a diamond bezel on it. Came to the best OCD work, especially with that notch above the crown. This watch is perfect and being shipped out. Okay, we have another watch that didn't even last 24 hours on the website. Last minute phone call, dealer said he needs this watch. I posted it and he saw it. Said I gotta deliver it to a client today, come drop it off. So we have the Azzurro blue dial, which is this very nice electric blue color. I don't know, a lot of people like this. I wish that they made this with the stick dials, but this watch is brand new 2024. And once again, 8,800 bucks, complete set. It's the only way we do things. And bam, another watch sold. Let's go drop this thing off. Now, you guys are going to hear me rant in about 1 minute, and this is the reason why. Okay, here's a 16233, Datejust 36. It's from 1990s. Now, every single watch that I buy has to be in perfect condition. It's the only way that I buy watches. It's the only way that I sell watches. But yet, I still have people reaching out saying, well, this guy has it on Instagram for cheaper, or this, or that, or this. Guys, go ahead, buy it from them. Nobody is selling the watches that I am in the same condition, and I will 100% stand behind that. But people complain about pricing, yet another dealer bought this watch for $300 less than what I was asking on the website. That's why I rant, and that's why sometimes I just won't even answer a person when they start lowballing me. You guys are not getting the same quality watch, you're not getting the same warranty, and that's pretty much my reasoning behind this rant. So another absolutely lovely day in New York. I swear, I think it's about 8 degrees out, sitting in traffic as usual. Figured let me utilize this time. We'll go over a few things. I just started getting back into the swing of wholesale. That's kind of how I started in this, and I was always able to move a lot of product that way. You know, the last year I kind of focused heavily on the retail side of things, you know, trying to provide clients with good watches. You know, I'm starting to ramp back up. A lot of people ask, well, wait a minute, you're asking this for that? Not a lot of people realize the costs associated with it. Or at least let me tell you guys, what's the actual breakdown on when somebody sells you a watch? Talking a reputable dealer, this is not a Facebook group, this is not some Joe Schmo off Reddit, 16622, I sold that watch to another dealer. Now, I had that listed on my website for a very reasonable price of $9,000. Oh, we got a phone call. We'll pick this back up in a second. We're back. I just had to answer a quick phone call. Someone was actually looking to purchase that Pearl Master that I had already sold. Not an easy watch to find by any means, but we're going to try and find another. Let's say someone went on the website and they purchased the watch for $9,000. They sent me a wire, fantastic. I get $9,000 in my bank account. Let's assume $100 for overnight fully insured shipping. I have to pay for that. Obviously, a client's not going to send me a label. Sun is absolutely insane. So right now we're at $8,900. Now we're going to minus about $150 to $200 for a correct polish. $200 to have a nice rush polish. Everything's going to be done correctly. So now we're at $8,700. Mind you, I still sold the watch to a dealer for $8,500. Now we're at $8,700 with polish and shipping. Let's just say, God forbid, something goes wrong with the watch. Me being me, I have to warranty and honor absolutely everything I sell. A service, anywhere you go, $31, $35, you're going to spend about $400 plus dollars. Plus an additional label coming back, plus an additional label going out. Before you know it, I have to factor in all of these fees for what ifs. Sometimes it may be perfectly fine. I may end up coming out on top that extra $400, $300, whatever the case may be. Brings me to my point of why most dealers would rather sell it to another dealer for $500 cheaper, because there's no other fees associated with it. There's no headache, there's no nothing. And genuinely, I would rather all of my watches end up in a retail client's wrist. I take it very seriously. 2, I'm checking everything regardless, so whether it goes to another dealer or it goes to a regular person, you're getting a good watch. My online prices, they're usually the best prices for wire. I might have some room, you just really need to ask. Don't text me, don't call me, don't send me an email making a just blatant lowball offer, because it's not like I'm making that much, and to be honest with you, for a lot less of a headache and for a lot less of trouble, I could just sell it to a dealer. When in my position, I obviously have to overturn inventory a lot quicker. Things come in, I pretty much want them gone the same exact week. I'm not here to nickel and dime people. I give a price and that's it. If someone buys it off Instagram, another dealer buys it, whatever, it's fine. I'm not holding any watches. It's just, it doesn't make sense. I can make that money back up on another deal. Cash flow is the biggest necessity within this industry. At the end of the day, I hope that that gives some transparency, especially with pricing. I'm just trying to give you guys some free game on how this industry actually works. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but somebody actually removed the stickers from the hinges, and it left behind some like glue residue. So in typical me fashion, I'm going to go ahead and clean up this box. Obviously, this is not a Rolex box. I would have overlooked this watch. honestly, I don't buy a lot of Breguets. They randomly come in. This is a 2023 7097 BV. Okay, watch the seconds counter. Okay, so you saw it just jump back down. I feel like stuff like this is so undervalued, and eventually it's going to go up in value. So with an extremely high list price, and I mean, just take a look at all of this craftsmanship. I mean, Breguet does phenomenal work, especially on the movements. Look at the rotor. It's perfectly black polished. Every single screw is perfectly black polished. All the bridges have like a media blast finish on them. I mean, this is just a very cool watch. And to be quite honest with you, this is kind of why I need to dive into some of this other stuff, because I would have overlooked this. If he didn't ask for this watch, I would have never just went out of my way to purchase one. But we're talking almost a 10 grand discount off list price to get something like this, solid 18 karat white gold, nice leather straps, beautiful presentation box. I mean, this is tons and tons of value. Very cool complication. And I mean, just the overall layout of this watch. I mean, it's crazy. So this is something I will definitely look for if they ever pop up again, because I'm a huge fan of this watch now that it's here in my hands. And I'm happy that I was able to get this done for the client. Now here was the last watch that I packed up and shipped out before I left. This is a Cartier Santos large model 2023 complete set like new. Now this watch was listed across all platforms under $6,000. It's a deal that you cannot beat. No other dealer could beat this. In fact, a dealer saw it, he reached out, paid full ask, and that was it. So this is what I'm trying to get at, guys. Deals are already there. Don't try and barter. Don't be that guy, because you snooze, you lose, and I can't replace it for that. So please don't ask me to find you another one. But for now, we're on the road. And guys, that's pretty much it for New York. All right, there's a very good chance that you guys cannot even see me. However, the car is packed up, the truck is packed up, and that's in tow behind me. And it's official. Horologyxchange is no longer in New York City. And I'm so excited about this. I feel like this was a major step in the right direction.